I'm Gabrielle from Mommy and Me Portrait Studios, and this here is Josiah. Today we're going to be making a noodle necklace. The things you'll need today are penne noodles, brushes, paint. We did Crayola non-toxic. He's only 8 months old. It's going to be safe if he gets it in his mouth. Ribbon, scissors, and a paintable workspace. Alright, are you ready to paint? We did try doing paintbrushes for him, but he's not quite old enough to dab or paint yet. So what I did was I went ahead and pre-painted some noodles white, so any dabs of color he gets on them will be easily visible. So what we're going to do, because it is non-toxic and children safe paint, is I'm going to go ahead and paint his hands and let him grab the noodles. That way it's still his own, and babies love to grab things. So I can always count on him grabbing things, even when I don't want him to. Can I have your hand? So we're just gonna paint his hand a little bit and then just let him go for the noodles. And I do have some baby wipes here, easily accessible, for when we want to move on to the next color. Okay, now we're gonna do some pink. If you want to, you can just paint one hand one color and the other hand another, so he's getting both colors done at the same time. And this is working out actually really well. You can see some of these noodles are really getting some good color on them. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started on the next part. I went ahead and lined up the noodles in the way that I want them on the necklace, so it's easy to have the order as I put them on the ribbon. So I picked a purple ribbon. I like pink, purple, and blue. They pretty much go with a lot of things that most people have in their closet for summertime. So it's perfect timing. And I'm not going to cut it. I'm going to just weave the noodles on there and then worry about the cutting after. And I am going to cut off the end of the ribbon just to make sure that we have that smooth edge to go in our noodles. So one thing I did do is I used a toothpick to help thread it through the noodles. The noodles that I have a little bit of a smaller hole, which isn't too bad because I can make sure that it's not going to slide everywhere on the necklace. But it can make it a little bit challenging depending on how thick your ribbon is. So using a toothpick, once you get it in the beginning of that hole, just pushing it through with the toothpick works amazing. Okay, so we have all of the noodles right on the ribbon. So we're just going to go ahead and slide them down a little bit further. Now one thing you can do to add a little bit of dimension to it if you want is you can go ahead and tie a little knot once you have them in place. You can tie knots at the ends of some of them if you want to. I'm going to go ahead and do that for my middle one after I have the size down. Kind of size it on myself. So if we have it here, that should be able to fit over my head. So I'm going to take it a little bit longer than what I need it, and I'm going to cut it there. And I'm going to slide these down a little bit so I can go ahead and make that knot in between the noodles. So I do have just one center noodle that I want a knot on each side of. So I'm just doing 2 knots total. And then I'm going to go ahead and slide my other noodles down to that knot. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just trim up that edge that we stuck through the noodles so it's not frayed. And then we're just going to go ahead and tie it in the first knot. Hold those ends and try it on. Okay, so it fit around my head perfect. So we're going to go ahead and take that off and finish off that knot with a double knot. Now if you have enough ribbon left over, you can do a double knot and then go ahead and tie a bow so you have a pretty bow in the back. But we don't have enough ribbon, so I'm not going to do that here. There we go, and we have our knot done. And our noodle necklace is finished. I'm Gabrielle from Mom and Me Portrait Studios. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I hope your little ones have fun. Thanks and bye.